What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So listen, this how we gonna do this. Married to Medicine gonna come tomorrow, okay? Or later on in the day, depending on. Well, by the time y'all get this, it's already gonna be after 12 o'clock midnight. I'm only doing this because I owe y'all at least something. The Grammys got in the way, bitch. I could have watched this first. I'm so mad at myself for not doing. That's because I was watching the Grammys with somebody, and it threw me through the schedule off. That's bitch. It wasn't worth it. Cause ain't shit happened until the second half of the fucking Grammys, bitch. But anyway, the Real Housewives of Married to Medicine will come tomorrow, okay, or later in the day. That's what it'll happen. Cause I am tired. I am tired, and I'm forcing myself to do this, because this is editing. I got something editing right now. The Grammys review editing, so therefore I'm doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta review while that's going on. So since I'm gonna be up, I might as well just give y'all one. I don't want to, divulge y'all of anything. But anyway. Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 13, episode 13, 10, 10, 20. Cynthia Big Day, okay? So we started off, Cynthia is at her place and, she's in flux, all right? She is in a lot of flux. She's in a little discombobulated. She's like, whatever could go wrong, could go wrong. At first, she was getting a little massage with Noelle. She was worrying about the weather. They're supposed to have a hurricane supposed to come through. And she's dealing with all of that. Next thing you know, we have basically the bridal party coming in, and they were supposed to do the rehearsal dinner, and it was supposed to be outside. But once again, because of the weather and this, impeding hurricane that's supposed to be coming, they have to come inside. She ordered some pizza. We had Eva show up. She's also in her bridal party. That's one of her good girlfriends. Kenya do show up and Candy shows up. Mallory is there, of course, and they just trying to get everything together. Cynthia is under a lot of pressure and she's dealing with some backlash, and the girls went outside to talk, and she just felt a little down because of the backlash that she has been getting, especially when Wendy Williams went in on her and was talking about the fact that, it's kind of selfish for her to have a wedding during a pandemic. And this was when it was a little worse. Okay, the pandemic is bad now, but when it was a little bit worse, like if we go back a little bit, it was a little worse, and people were coming on Cynthia. And I even said something like, you having like 200 people, that could be a super spreader type of event or whatever. But she was determined to have this wedding on 10/10/20. She said, we took precautions. People had COVID tests, have their masks and shields, and it's going to have the sanitizer and all of that. And, once again, while they're sitting there talking, Mallory comes out. She feels a little left out. But at the same time, the whole thing about the bachelor party comes up again. And I'm like, why are we still talking about this? Yes, it's in the blogs, but it's in the blogs for the simple fact that, they're trying to, at that, when it came out in the blogs, that's how we knew that Real Housewives of Atlanta was about to come on. So it was almost like some PR shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, so we about to be still talking about the bachelorette party. Portia fucked the stripper or got sucked off by the stripper, or who cares, bitch? Tanya had something to do with it too. Who cares? Let's move on from it. Can we move on from Strippergate? So this conversation keeps going, of course, because Eva wants to know what happened and all this stuff. Cynthia wants to be out of it, okay? She did what she did. She saw what she saw. She's focused on her wedding. She exited herself out of the situation. Kenya, she basically want Candy to have her back and all this stuff. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry y'all not getting the actual the realness that y'all usually get from me, or the energy. I told y'all I'm tired. I'm tired. And I didn't want to keep y'all hanging. But yeah, like, Kenya, it's just, she's just doing the most at this point. Even Candy had to ask, like, why you keep on talking about this? Why you keep on talking about this? And I think even a producer asked, why do you keep on bringing it up? And she said, because, if something happened, I'm going to get down to the bottom of it, and I'm going to make sure that if I ain't had nothing to do with it, I'm going to make sure people know that I ain't had nothing to do with it. And if it would have been me, them girls would have been all up on her and, running her through the mud and stuff. And on the one hand, Kenya is right. If it would have been Kenya, they probably would have been doing the exact same thing, okay? Making sure that she's accountable for the, making fun of her and all that stuff. Because everybody's petty. Everybody's petty. But at this point, we got to let the shit go. And I would have got tired of them saying some shit too. Like, okay, we get it. We get it. This happened. And like Cynthia said, people are, this supposed to be in a judgment-free zone. And they can do whatever the fuck they want with their sexual proclivities and all that stuff. It is what it is. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? The girl Shamia, Drew, Portia, Marlo, and I think Latoya is supposed to have a little night in Nice. The niece is coming together, having fun and all that stuff. I just saw in the preview that Latoya was going to be there, but before they get there, they was asking Portia, do she know some French words? Girl, oui, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Okay, if you don't know that, like, goddamn, come on, Portia. Anyway, I sounded real French. Even though it's basic as fuck, bitch, I sounded real French. Anyway, let me stop. Oh, I'm sad, it's goofy just coming out. But, yeah, so they have a little night in these, they really think they about to do something. Like, girl, okay, no judgment zone here and all that stuff. And then when Marlo gets there and they're sitting down there, they got their little t-shirts and they're talking about, once again, a whole bachelorette party. I'm like, oh, here we go. But we get it from another point of view, because they're talking about the fact that people were talking about it, that, Kenya's still going on about it. She posting this thing talking about something, it wasn't me, hashtag it wasn't me. And, then Marlo posted something saying hashtag it wasn't me, and all of this stuff. And Marlo was like, first of all, I still got the bitch blocked, Kenya blocked. So I didn't even know she posted anything about it. But the reason why I posted what I posted is because if somebody gonna say something, I'm clearing my name right away, and my nephew, the 13-year-old one, asking me what happened, because he gets on the internet and he knowing what's going on and all this stuff. So she trying to clear her name, and it's just like, it was a coincidence that we had the same hashtag. It's just like you and Shamia, y'all had the same hashtag or whatever. She was like, well, that was because, we've been around each other so long, and, we kind of think the same way and all that stuff. Girl, whatever. Okay. It is what it is. Portia, she just don't like the fact that Marlo and Kenya are cool. Okay, even she put it out there last week. She put it out there the week before, and she put it out there this week that she just feels as though Kenya got somebody's that want to be cool with her on her team now. Okay, because now Kenya has this vendetta in this campaign to get her or to get them or whatever. So now she got somebody else to do her dirty work with her. That's what it is. She's playing Marlo, and she was like, the apology could have been sincere. It's partly sincere, but it's also a ploy and all that stuff. I mean, it could be, but you did the same damn thing. Like, as soon as you and Nene got back together, you went straight team Nene. So, you flipped too. Like, I don't see the issue. Like, okay. So Marlo had to make it clear to Portia that, first of all, I am my own person and ain't nobody gonna tell me who I can and can't be cool with, okay? So we gonna end in that. She had to let her know that the last week too, okay? Portia, she just feel like stuff just ain't right, okay? Toya gets there, and when they get there, listen, like Toya and Drew had, like, Drew was like, I reciprocate energy, so Toya came in there with a good energy. I reciprocated that, they was, hey girl, how you doing? Twerked on each other a little bit, gave each other hugs and stuff. It was nice for that moment, okay? I don't understand what it is between these two. Like, what is it that rubs these two so raw? I understand what it is about Latoya that rubs me raw, okay, and not in a good way, but I just don't get why they instantly butt head. Like, both y'all the new girls, y'all y'all both in the same position. Like, why don't y'all just link up with each other? I don't get how come that couldn't happen. Why gotta be so much drama between y'all? And for what? For what, bitch? But anyway, so they having a good time. They start playing, she took her shirt off, put a t-shirt on that they had made for. They start playing Jenga, which was like, questions and stuff on there. And on her question, her thing was like, who in the room would you smash? She said Drew. And they was having a good time. She going over there, bouncing her ass on her and everything. And I was like, okay, this gonna be nice. Girl, I spoke too goddamn soon. Okay. Marlo gets one, they said, no, Drew gets one to impersonate the person on the left, and that was Shamia. She do Shamia, her dancing and all that stuff. And then Marlo gets one, her said, run around, take 5 laps topless. So she pulls her shirt up, tickle bitties, and, she goes around one time and she said, bitch, I'm tired, okay? Y'all saw the titty sweat underneath Portia's shirt? That's real, big bulls, we gotta deal with that shit, okay? Anyway, so they get into that. Next thing you know, Toya started talking to Portia about this whole situation with the Bolo situation being put up in the news, in the blogs and stuff like that, and coming to her saying that I think it was Kenya that leaked it, and what do you know about this? And then Bolo, he put a video out. Did you see it? He basically said it was y'all, but she was joking because we all saw the video that Bolo put out, and Bolo said he did not have anything to do with it. He lied. He lied and said he ain't fucked those girls or whatever. She was like, and they keep on trying to say that I gave you head or you gave me head and all this stuff. And I never really said anything back because, Kenya going through some stuff and I just didn't want to say nothing and all this stuff. And I was like, girl, I felt where Portia was coming from in that moment when Portia was like, I feel like it's you that's leaked it because you all of a sudden, you was over there on Kenya's side and then all of a sudden you coming over here and you asking all of these questions. Why are you asking all of these questions? Why are you bringing it up or whatever? But, I don't know if it was Toya that made it a point that said, like, she got friends that's bloggers. And she literally did say on last week's episode, and I made note to mention that, she said, if it was TMZ or B. Scott, yes, you could probably think that I probably would have leaked it to them if that's where the news came from. But what they showed on this, and the person that I always go to for some of my news is lovebscott.com. And if you listen to the podcast, his podcast, I hope I'm getting B. Scott's pronouns correct, but if not, my apologies, no offense. You listen to B. Scott's podcast, B. Scott is always on there talking about when it comes with the Real Housewives news, he's made it known that him and Kenya are good girlfriends, okay? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And there was a B. Scott headline, and I remember reading that headline, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that could have been Kenya or whatever, but of course Portia still feel like Toya at this point is trying to play the fence. Okay, you trying to be on Kenya's side, you trying to be on our side, like what is it, you know what I'm saying? And somehow in the midst of that, Drew said something to Toya, yeah, you are doing this or whatever, to have Toya come back and was like, well, bitch, you the one that had that man all up on you and all this stuff, and you talking about something, I don't respect marriage and all this shit, but yes, you the one that had the man all up on you. They going back and forth, and Drew was like, bitch, don't you ever have my name up in your mouth and all this stuff. LaToya, what you are, you're fucking nothing. You're nothing but LaToya, never, never, ever, okay? Not no Toya, making a play on her LaToya Forever name on YouTube. You're LaToya, never, never, ever, okay? Don't you ever say my name and all this stuff. And yes, I did have Bolo, and I have a perfect bitch. And this what Drew lost me, bitch, okay? This what Drew lost me. I literally looked up and I said, girl, what are you talking about? She said, bitch, yes. And I told my husband about the whole thing, and he loved it. And guess what? We got the perfect marriage. We got the perfect marriage. And we got the perfect family. We got the perfect kids. And we perfect this and all this stuff. And I said, you may want to walk that back a little bit. You got the perfect marriage. I don't know what perfect marriage having a man, the husband just leaving, one of the spouses just leaving out the house for 3 fucking days and not telling the other one what's going on, and then that same spouse spying on the people in the house too, like some stuff like some crazy psychotic shit. Okay, bitch, I don't know what type of perfect. First of all, nobody's perfect, so no, and nobody's damn near perfect, so no, and nobody that's perfect does some shit like that, so no, girl. I know you was trying to make somebody feel some type of way, but baby, you put your foot in there. I said, walk that shit back, Drew, and strike that from the record. She ain't mean to say that shit. She was just trying to throw some shit up in your face. She said, bitch, that's why your husband trying to cancel your ass now. I said that was cute. The banter between them two, like, I'm just gonna have to deal with it at this point. You know, because they do trade bar for bar, and I had to give it to them. They be getting each other asses together. I have to admit that shit. Because I was sitting here looking at this shit like, bitch, your turn. Oh, that was good, bitch. Your turn. Oh, bitch, your turn. It kind of got me a little excited, just a little bit, you know. Um, it was funny. It was funny. I ain't take that shit serious. I was like, y'all was just cool for a second. What the fuck just happened? That shit flipped like that. Okay. Next thing Toya, she was like, the reason why she don't be saying nothing is because, Kenya going through some stuff. She about to get a divorce, and Mark is asking for alimony. And I was here for Drew stepping up and saying, hold up, hold up, hold up. We know Drew and Kenya got issues with each other, but at this point, Drew stepped up and said, "No, don't do that. If you're gonna tell something, don't put. You got to be careful with what you say. You don't have to put people business and information out that they did not volunteer yet. That's personal. And even Portia wasn't here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here like, damn, Toya, you didn't have to put that out there. All you had to do was say, if you wanted to say that the girl was going through something, all you had to do was say that she was going through something. You ain't have to put her business out there that he asked for alimony and all this stuff. See, this is why people don't trust people these days, okay? Because I tell you one thing, next thing you know, my business is all out in the goddamn streets, bitch. Okay? I said, with friends like that, bitch, why you need enemies? Okay? Because you just can't trust a bitch, And of course, Portia had to get Toy together and was like, I understand that you trying to be cool with both sides or whatever. And she was like, but if you trying to be cool with me and understand that, you see what your friend over there is doing to me. And I'm trying to see and you're not speaking up on it. How can you be okay with it? So that makes me think that you're okay with it. And it makes me look at you sideways. And, she started laughing at something that was handed to her. And Portia was like, you know what, forget it. Okay. And I was just like, Portia, just do you, okay? Don't, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, okay? These girls ain't for you. Just, if you're not for Kenya, just do what you do, okay? And Portia also worried about seeing Dennis, for the first time or whatever in a minute at the wedding, given the fact that she didn't get married. They were supposed to be married and all that stuff. So she's going through some emotions on that too. So now it is the day of the wedding. Cynthia's getting ready. She's talking to her mom, and we find out that they had a little issue or whatever, but they got cool again. And her father isn't going to come because he doesn't feel comfortable going anywhere. So she's kind of relieved with that, so they don't have to have no issues between the mom and the dad. The mom was getting advice, if y'all had some arguments, cuss his ass out. If you need to cuss his ass out, and y'all be cool the next day. Okay. Portia was everybody was getting ready. We saw Kenya getting ready. Portia was getting ready. Portia probably stole the show for me at the actual wedding when I saw what everybody had on, how everybody looked. Portia looked absolutely beautiful. Regardless of how you may feel, she looked beautiful. Okay. Everybody looked beautiful, but Portia, she really did that shit. Okay. She felt some type of way about this whole situation with Dennis. She was trying to tell Dennis that she didn't want him to come to the wedding. And when he found that out, that she was trying to stop him from not coming to the wedding, he went on Instagram and put out a post that said single as fuck. And then she said that was messed up because they had already been broken up. So why wait until now to put that out there so that it can seem as though the reason why he's putting it out there is because he found out that the stuff that was going on at the bachelorette party, and making it seem as though, well, while that stuff was going on at the bachelorette party, we was together, when in actuality they weren't. You know what I'm saying? So she feels some type of way about that. Meanwhile, they finally get to the venue. It's raining out there. She's Candy, she was getting her hair done. I was like, look at Derek J. It was nice to see Derek J, an old face from Real Housewives. He was doing her hair. Cynthia's getting ready. She gets a phone call from Drew. Drew was supposed to sing Angel of Mine by Monica, and she wasn't able to do it because her voice was shy. I was like, thank God. Truth. Even though, did y'all see the Grammys? That lady Mickey, the black country singer, girl, I was like, everybody was like, is that Drew Sidora? Girl, that look like Drew Sidora, okay? But anyway, no shade to Drew. I just didn't want her to get up there and sing. I didn't, because I just did it. Anyway, moving on from that. Cynthia was like, it's fine, it's just, we're just glad that you're actually gonna be there. That's okay. So she was getting ready, doing her pictures, and she looked absolutely beautiful. She looked happy. She said she actually feels great. Before she had anxiety, now she feels like at ease, especially with all the press backlash and the mess about the bachelorette party, all of that. She just feels at ease. And she said when she got married for the second time to Peter, she was just filled with a whole bunch of anxiety because they didn't have money. They didn't really go on an anniversary. A honeymoon and all that stuff. Now she's feeling comfortable. She's with the man that she truly loves. She didn't think that she would find love again, and she's found him, and she loves everything about him. So, she's gonna enjoy this day as she should. So it's time for the wedding to actually begin, and we got everybody coming out there. It was like, so the wedding party, Cynthia's dress was like beaded and it kind of looked brown because of the mesh that was supposed to be like the flesh tone color. And then the veil was kind of brownish, tannish type of color. I beige or whatever you want to call it. And then, the bridal party with the women, they had on white and the guys had on like gray suits or whatever, grayish bluish type of shoes, something like that. And then it was like was it a dress code for the guests to wear black? Because mostly everybody was wearing black and they looked really good. And I did fail to mention that, due to the COVID stuff, Bravo wasn't out there filming. Cynthia had hired her own crew to film her wedding to get this footage for the show. And so, Mike was up there. Then Cynthia comes out. Baby, when Mike did that clinch, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, bruh. Listen, that's how I want to be. Listen, I want to find love like that. I want to find love. No, I just want to find you. Listen, like, change my views and make me want to marry you, okay? Because I don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want kids. Like, just change my views. Do something that's just gonna change my views and make me want to, put all that to the back burner and be like, damn, bitch. Like, no, damn, lady. Like, damn, woman. You just make me want all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to fall in love with you over and over and over again. Let me tell you something. They gave their vows and shit. Mike was about to cry a little bit when he saw Cynthia. This bitch, I want to be up there at the altar or wherever I get married, and when I finally find that one, or we do that thing or whatever, and I finally make that decision that I want to get married, I want to be that bitch that's up there like, yeah, I fucking did that. No, she did that. She really did that. She really changed my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll break down in fucking tears right about goddamn now. Like, that bitch beautiful as shit. No, you not no bitch, that queen. That queen, bitch. Girl, let me stop. Because I'm about to give y'all some lines. Okay? Because y'all know I'll bust them out in the quickness. You know what I'm saying? And it'll work. I'm telling you, okay? It just ain't working with me because I don't be saying that to people right then and there because, I don't talk to people. I let people talk to me or whatever. But I'm just saying, I can give y'all some stuff. To keep y'all relationships together, bitch. Okay? Listen, I just want to fall in love with you over and over and over again. Throughout time, you know what I'm saying? I just want you. Let me stop. I'm so basic, bitch. Anyway, so they get married. It was cute. The vows was cute. Cynthia was trying to kiss before they even did the get the rings out and stuff. I was like, girl, wait. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, kiss me, bitch. Kiss me, girl. Go ahead. Peck me. Air kiss. Okay. And then we do the real thing. Portia and them came back there and it was just love. Like, I love that shit. Oh my God. Like, when they was like dancing and stuff, and they had changed, and they was just all in love. I love looking at couples that get married, and just love looking at couples that's in love. I love that shit. Oh my God. I'm soft. I can be a softie when I want to. I'm not a hard ass all the time, but damn, that was beautiful. Ugh. Anyway, you know, Portia feeling some type of way that Dennis was there. She was like, just because Dennis showed up, that he wasn't gonna stop me from coming. Okay, cool. But did y'all hear when Eva Mike was on and she was talking about how everybody was this and this is cute, and then she talking to a guest and he was like, but yeah, what about that party? I heard, what about the carpet munching that was going on? I said I should take offense, but no, I'm not, because that was, you know, it is what it was. Okay, the carpet munching that was going on. Like, listen, I heard he had a big dick and everything, and I mean that's why everybody want to fuck and everything and all this stuff. I said this is not the time nor the place to be gossiping and doing all this shit. But bitch, that probably would have been me too. Okay, I would have been listening, asking questions. Bitch, did you hear about this? Okay, I mean, since I got you here, okay, and you close to the situation, can you clear this up for me? Girl, I'm messy a little bit, just a little bit. You know, I try not to be, but just a little bit. But you know, that happened. What else is going on in this part? Drew wished that it was, you know, something that she could have done, because when her and Ralph got married, it was just her, Ralph, and her son when they got married. And, you know, she wished she could have a big wedding like that, but they really looked like they was in love. I can't believe, like, that really got me. Like, bitch, that hit me in my heart. Like, that hit me so hard. That is beautiful. Oh my God, I gotta get I want everybody to find love. I swear everybody to find love. Like, I really do, bitch. Like, that really got me. And it got me. Girl, let me cut this out. Let me stop. And the episode ends with Dennis and Portia meeting up to have dinner to discuss their relationship. And basically, what we got, all of that, they go through this back and forth situation. She felt some way about him putting out single. She was like, nigga, you out here doing what you doing, so how you gonna get upset that I'm doing what I'm doing? It is what it is. If we didn't have a baby between us, we would not be fucking with each other at all. This would be over. Why don't you just go your way, I just go mine? And that basically was it. Okay, that was the Real Housewives. Once again, y'all, I apologize if it's not up to par. Like, I'm tired. I'm like, Portia, bitch, I'm tired. But I love y'all, so I said, Ashley, get your ass on here and go ahead and do this video. And I did my best. I go get my vaccine tomorrow, okay? The vaccine tomorrow. Check on me. Check on me and see if I'm glitching, okay? I'll see y'all later. Peace.